Welcome to Shenzhen, it's China. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, the gold medal game of the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup. 8 years since they first clashed in a final, it's Australia up against Japan. Who will walk away as FIBA Women's Asia Cup Championship? China confirmed as the bronze medalists. I'm Julia Montesano and I'm joined by Laurie Chiswick in commentary. Laurie, welcome to you. How exciting is this? We've had such a great tournament so far and it all comes down to this.
Well, anytime you play for a gold medal in an international tournament such as this, there are nerves, there's excitement. It's great to see that the crowd has stayed to watch this great game of women's basketball, and I cannot wait for tip-off.
Let's now welcome the teams contesting for the gold medal onto the floor here in Shenzhen. It's going to be a great contest between the second-ranked Australia and the 9th-ranked Japan. We now welcome Japan onto the floor. They have a chance to win their 7th Asia Cup gold medal after narrowly missing out by 2 points in 2023. They got their revenge on China last night in an emphatic statement. Can they keep the momentum rolling again here tonight, Laurie?
Well, they'll certainly want to replicate the way they played to defeat China last night in the semifinals. They shot the lights out, 47% from beyond the arc. Their ball and player movement was elite, and they played with such good pace. They will need to focus on defense, on the defensive end, and follow the player scouts. If they do that, they could well and truly return to the gold medal podium.
The coach of Japan, Corey Gaines, is on screen. Having been involved in the program since 2009, he has been there for all their success, but he'll want more today. And Australia have gained some fans in China. They're making their way out onto the floor. 8 years is a long time to wait for a rematch, but they get one right here against Japan after they broke their hearts in the 2017 final by 1 point. A chance to win their first ever FIBA Women's Asia Cup Championship here in China. It is all to play for the Opals.
Well, Australia also play a fast-paced game and will need to bring their trademark relentless defense to try and slow down Japan. All tournament they have played team basketball. They've used their depth and have five players that average double figures. They defeated Japan in the pool game, but with the gold medal up for grabs, they're going to have to use all their experience at both ends of the floor.
Australia coach Paul Goris has done a magnificent job with this team throughout the tournament. Will he have a gold medal wrapped around his neck by the end of the game after leading that team to bronze in Jordan back in 2021? Our little friends come out for the national anthems of Australia and Japan. Let's now pause to hear the two teams. We now see the two teams coming together in the middle of the court to exchange gifts for the final time this tournament. And then up next, the second-ranked Australia will go up against the 9th-ranked Japan as they battle to be crowned the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup champions and lift that beautiful trophy you're seeing on your screen now. Unveiled 60 days out before the tournament, the Asia Cup now has a dedicated trophy and will be a permanent feature of this tournament. Let's now introduce tonight's referees. They are Yana Nikogosyan from Kazakhstan, Glenn Cornelio from the Philippines, and Issam Nasir Asiyabi from Oman. Congratulations to this great panel on being selected for the gold medal game. A huge achievement for them. We now see Japan going through their final warm-up. They only just won their first 2 games of the tournament against Lebanon and the Philippines, but have peaked at the right time after beating China on their home floor last night. Tonight, they start with Kono, Mauli, Takada, Tokashiki, and Tanaka.
And what a game Tanaka had last night, 27 points. 21 of them were in the first quarter. Miyazawa also put up big numbers with 18 points and 9 rebounds and 5 assists. So a real potent starting 5.
Congratulations also to coach Corey Gaines, who has led this team brilliantly to a gold medal game. He was there throughout their 5-peat. Can he lead them to the Asia Cup summit here in China? Here is Team Australia now on the hunt for their first ever FIBA Women's Asia Cup Championship. They come into this game undefeated, which includes a win over Japan just 5 days ago. Tonight, their starting 5 is Reed, George, Blitzarves, Borlase, and Fowler.
Captain Kayla George had her best game with 20 points and 13 rebounds last night, but to me it is Steph Reed who we need to keep an eye on. She runs this team and leads the tournament, averaging 8.3 assists per game.
So Woods, Ellis, Sakusa, Bourne, Wilson and Bibby round out the bench for Australia in this game. Like Corey Gaines, the same deal goes for Paul Goris, a massive achievement to make it to the gold medal game as the head coach of Australia. Can he be the first coach to lead the Opals to a FIBA Women's Asia Cup Championship? Their highest finish before today is 2nd. As we approach tip-off, this is it. It's Australia who have never won a Women's Asia Cup gold medal against Japan, who have won 6 of them, including 5 in a row. It's a tale of 2 different teams and it's all on the line here. This is what you play basketball for, Laurie.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. Both teams would be so excited to be here. That would have been their goal at the very beginning of the tournament. First of all, it would be to finish on top of your pool. Second, it would be to win the semifinal. And third, it's to get to this gold medal game and win it.
Kayla George, the captain of Australia, gathering her players together. Maki Takada, a stalwart of this Japanese lineup, captaining her team tonight. Japan's 5-peat came to an end 2 years ago and they've been working hard ever since to respond. For Australia, guarantee their equal highest or highest finish at an Asia Cup in this game. I know the job's not done yet. This is what they came here to do. And the anticipation is rising for the Asia Cup gold medal game between the 2nd-ranked Australia, the 9th-ranked Japan. Gold medalist also gets a direct ticket to the World Cup in 2026. Another carrot dangled in front of the face of these players. Desperate to win and go all the way here. Welcome to Shenzhen for the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup gold medal game. It's Australia up against Japan. Who will be crowned the 2025 champion, or Japan, who will be crowned winners for the 7th time? Had a quite eventful first 2 seconds of the game. Nerves everywhere, I'm sure. Both these teams came here for the gold medal. Both desperate to take it home in their luggage. Fowler, she's had an excellent tournament, gets Australia off to the perfect start.
Well, when you say an excellent tournament, I don't think there's many players as consistent with her. 11 points in every single game that she's played so far.
Kono, one of the young bright stars of this Japan team. Same could be said for Tanaka, coming off 27 points just last night. Oh, and she's getting her night up to another
such a good ways back from that. That is exactly how she started the semi-final.
George gets the instant response.
Well, and you can definitely tell who the crowd is behind for this game.
They weren't happy about Japan defeating China last night. Mauli in the face of blitz serves. They get the rebound. Kono gets her night underway.
Can't afford to let Japan get too many shots, second chance shots.
Borlase started the game well yesterday. 3 straight baskets. George, shot falls short. There was a foul though. It'll be a Japan ball. Hot start for both teams. Good confidence building baskets, especially this one from Kokoro Tanaka, coming off 27 points last night. Deep beyond the 3-point line.
Steph Reed will be aware of that she scored that many points and the need to get right up on her and control her. Don't want to let her go and get hot.
Two of the best point guards in the tournament. Reed wins out that time. Forces the travel.
What a battle it is between those point guards, Steph Reed and Tanaka.
Reed ranks #1 in the tournament for assists per game with 8.3. Fowler kicks it back out to George. Back-to-back triples for the Australian captain.
Really good ball movement. Kayla George is liking that. She loves the pick and pop action.
Here's Tanaka. Tokashki, the veteran. Kono couldn't keep it in.
Good defense by the Australian team. Aggressive switching, lots of talk out there.
There's a sweet shot from Kayla George. And the other one. Beautiful start by her. And they find her again here. Steph Reed has a knack for finding her teammates in good spots. Blitz ups. Fowler, corner 3. Doesn't go down. They get the offensive rebound. It's been a theme for the Australians all tournament. Crashing the boards. George gets to work on Tokashki, but Tokashki won out there.
You go to corner. Drag it.
Tanaka slows it down. Mauli going up against Borlase. And the foul was called. One more to come for Mauli.
Well, we know the influence that Mauli can have on a game. She's very athletic, she's explosive. It was a good demonstration of that drive to the basket.
Stephanie Mauli had an excellent game against Australia, her best of the tournament. She really led Japan to that halftime lead.
Yeah, she had 19 points for that game in 28 minutes.
Gets a 3-point play, scores back level. Fowler, Borlase. George, up against her fellow captain, hands it back to a youngster. Borlase, can't get it to go. Fowler again, crashing the boards. Second chance opportunity here for Australia. Reed for 3. Takada, calming presence. Mauli, back to her captain. Tanaka. Reed fouls her. Knows to get up and in.
Well, she's just so cagey with the ball, Tanaka. She's got a change of pace. She keeps the dribble nice and low.
Both teams look to their bench. Yabu and Woods onto the floor for each team. Mauli and Borlase on the bench. explosive step and an excellent finish to boot. Just fooled everyone. Cleared the space. Gets up to 5 points. George.
Well, we've seen this all tournament from Japan where they show a zone. After a couple of passes, they wait to hear the yell of the coach's voice, Corey Gaines, go, 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 and then they match up. Now, Australia should be well and truly knows that that's what they do and should be able to counter that.
They played against Japan just 5 days ago. Got the win on that occasion. Sars keeps it in the front court. And then goes to work, shows and goes. Fowler, another offensive rebound. Foul, putback. Count that. One more to come.
Alex Fowler has been so efficient in what she does on the court, the amount of time that she plays, whether it's scoring, whether it's defense. We can see the strength here that she goes up. That was a big foul by Tanaka, and she was still able to finish it.
Got the 4 points and 2 rebounds for the game as well, both offensive.
And she crashes,
really hard.
well, she crashes the boards every time. When she knows a teammate's going to shoot, she goes in hard, she tries to position herself. She's got good strength.
Alex Wilson onto the floor there for Australia. Joining Zatina Akuzo on the floor. Kuribayashi replaces Takada for Japan. Fowler with 1 to come, knocks it down. Tight start, as we knew we were in for in this game. Kawhi also out there, as well as Hoshi for Japan. Nabu couldn't get it done. Hoshi fouls. Australia ball from the baseline, leading by 1. Wilson just saw the court last night for the first time. She's been dealing with a bit of a knee complaint throughout the tournament. She'll be delighted to be out here today, fighting for a gold medal. Fowler, she is fighting hard. Miyazawa tries to find a teammate. It's Hoshi, it's a long 3. Doesn't go down. Woods on the move. Kuzo, Blitzars. Double-digit points every game for Sarah Blitzars in this tournament. Kuzo couldn't make it in.
And on that miss, you can see the way that Kawhi wants to push the ball and get it up the floor. But it hands intercepted by Courtney Woods and Alex Wilson. She doesn't take it all the way, but she finds the open Woods.
Tough shot. First points in the game for Courtney Woods. Kawhi calling for some movement. Hoshi behind the head. Kuzo. Wilson up ahead. Flying towards the basket, Alex Wilson. Too much heat on the shot. Fowler this time. Couldn't get it up. 2 to come for her though.
Well, Japan certainly need to take care of some defensive transition. The Australian team are able to get out and run quite easily at the moment. And then that's resulting in Japan fouling them. So they need to try and match up, slow down the ball handler, try to avoid any kick-aheads. But that's certainly the intent of the Opals.
So Wilson taking 2 shots. Takashiki and Toto on the floor. Wilson makes her 5-on-5 tournament debut here. She's on the board for tonight.
She's had an excellent campaign in the 3x3 for Australia.
Yeah, an champion and Asia Cup gold medalist in the 3x3 and an MVP as well. She knows about winning Asia Cups. I wonder if she can do it in both formats and create a bit of history. Not many have done it in both. Toto slaps it out of bounds.
Toto did a good job of getting a hand to that because Sarah Blitzovs recognized the mismatch and was working hard to try and seal her deep inside.
Corner replaces Hoshi. Reed back on the floor for Australia. Bourne. Wilson. Kuzo getting after it. Tough break against Tukashki. Australia going on a bit of a run here. They now lead 18-10. Does Kawhi go all the way? She gets fouled. 2 shots to come for her. She's averaging just the 2 points per game, Maya Kawhi, so a chance for her to open her account and try to get rolling. We know she's such a controlled point guard and loves to facilitate her teammates. Ranked 10th in the tournament for assists with 3.6. Feels like last night with the booing of Japan.
That's right. The crowd's pretty relentless here.
Good set of passes here. An athletic leap from Akuzo, and she's feeling it. Miyazawa under pressure, turns it over the board, pops the contact. Wilson was up ahead.
Well, Australia right now are doing everything right. They're getting the ball to the right person on offense who's open, sealing inside, looking at playing that defense. They're in the passing lanes. They're coming up with some steals. They're not giving Japan any second chance opportunities. They have come out ready to play.
Akuzo all heart there. Gets to the line. Caught on sportsmanlike.
No, players,
cool.
They were just having a little chat at the center line.
I was like, maybe it's unsportsmanlike. No. Both teams in the bonus. One makes both the free throws. Australia out to a 10-point lead. The biggest of the game. Tanaka. Back up against Reed. Now the length of Bourne to Katenu. She gets a hand in the face. It does not matter when you're around Kokoro Tanaka.
Bourne did a good job of switching and carrying a high hand, but she just needs to get even closer.
Did a good job in offense, just got tangled up with her own feet. And on the move once again. Yabu can't keep it in.
How impressive is Tanaka and her shooting? Doesn't matter who's got a hand in her face, how far away she is from the three-point arc. She is on fire.
Woods now for Australia. Can Reed get one back? Kuzo in a mood at the moment. She goes to the basket with authority again.
That's a great way to describe it. In a mood, you can see it in her eyes. You can see her fist pumping at the end of those shots. She is loving this right now.
She was the TCL player of the game last time Australia played against Japan, had a double-double, so is playing against this team. Oh, Tanaka. Just blitzing us all with the moves here.
Well, everybody is trying to switch on her, trying to get a little bit of length so that they don't have to play quite so close, because you take away that long-range shot by carrying a big hand, then she's going to wheel and deal and try and go around you. So they're trying everything right now, the Opals.
Just when you think she's not shooting three, she gets to the line. Kokoro Tanaka Coming off 27 points, 2 rebounds and 5 assists against China last night.
And she is
got
up
double
to,
digits
well,
already.
she's in 10 points already. Minute and 22 left to go in this quarter.
Let's not forget she had 21 points in the first quarter alone last night. Woods gets a nice one back. Started the game with good poise here, Courtney Woods. Corner gets rid of Wilson. And they force a turnover. Wilson now running up ahead. Corner sends it away. Woods got tangled up. What a good up and down game this one is, as we knew it would be. Let's take a look at the contact here. Bang! Out of here.
Really great block, the timing of that.
Takada at the line now for Japan. As mentioned, both teams in the bonus. Foul on the rebound. Amidst all the boos, she puts the first free throw down.
Takada's so experienced. Olympian, played in many Asian Cups.
7, in fact, across 3 decades, can you
7,
believe it?
wow.
3 decades, technically, yeah. Goes 1 from 2. Reed. Burrows her way through, finds a Kuzo. This time, can't get it to go. When the ball's in Tanaka's hands, something's going to happen. Gets it back from Takashki. Takashki trying to find a way past Bourne. Bourne can only foul her. It was an aggressive move there.
Well, you have to make sure whoever's guarding Tanaka, you're not really helping out too much because you have got to stay with her.
She demands full focus. Sowa onto the floor for her first minutes.
Hopefully Takashki can just run out her, looks like she's just a little hobbled right now.
You know, she's missed so much basketball due to injury. Missed the 2021 and 2023 editions, and as well as the Olympics. She'd love to bring home a gold medal for her team. She's going to get a break, though, leading into the second term. Monica Okoye on for her first minutes for Japan. Okoye, of course, played in Australia in the local league, so she'd be familiar with some of her opponents. Bourne, can she get involved? She can!
Another assist from Steph Reed, gets her feet in the paint, probes, looks for her teammate. That time it was Bourne. Nice shot.
Australia get off to the better start in this crucial gold medal game at the end of the first quarter. Australia 29, lead Japan 20. Here's the clutch finish from Isabel Bourne. Clock ticking down. Puts her side up by 9 at quarter time. Nice start from the Opals. Shooting stats on screen, 47% from 2-point range, 60% hit 3 from 5 from long range, 80% free throws. Japan shooting well as well. We knew it would be a great tight battle between these two teams, and that's how it's panned out to be so far.
Well, exactly. Japan usually put up a few more threes than that, but if they're shooting at that percentage and they can put up a few more, well, then that'll certainly help them along to this deficit of 9 points. But Australia really were focused in what they needed to do. They had good ball movement. We see this, one of these long-range shots from Tanaka, and then a drive, a nice drive from Mawuli. But as I was saying, Australia were really focused. They got some inside looks, Kayla Jordan some outside looks, and then when Akuzo came on to replace her, she just took over the scoring, as Alex Fowler did as well. But we see Akuzo now just looking strong and pumped and ready to score.
Just Scan the QR code on your screen to download the Courtside 1891 app, where you can watch live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date with the world of international basketball. Second term about to tip off. Australia on the hunt for their first ever Asia Cup championship in the women's division. Japan, they're looking for their 7th. Their 5-peat ended in 2023 at the hands of China. They dismantled China last night in front of their home fans, thanks to largely that player on screen, Kokoro Tanaka, off to another hot start tonight.
Well, she's got 10 points to start this quarter.
Australia lead the gold medal game at the moment, 29-20. Second term here in Shenzhen. It's been a great tournament so far. Expect it to keep delivering for the next 3 quarters.
Good job by Japan to look at the mismatch. They got the ball reversed. Steph Reed was guarding inside, so tried very hard to get around, but Japan did a good job of holding their seal and forced the turnover, forced the foul.
Here comes Toto. Takada. Tanaka, this time guarded by Akuzo. What could she do here? Oh, Akuzo blocks it, ricochets back. She can't beat the shot clock. It's the first time Tanaka's got any sort of contact on the ball. Reed thought about the 3. Hands to Bourne, who beat the buzzer in the first term with her 3-pointer. Now Akuzo backing down, forcing her way through, and gets to the foul line.
I think the crowd like it when Akuzo get the ball. They're really behind her. It was almost like they were willing her to go to the basket when she caught it.
It's a nice block here from Zatina Akuzo. Sends that one away. She's at the line at the moment. 7 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 2 assists are her averages for this tournament. Against Japan, she was brilliant, a double-double, 14 points in that game. She's up to 7 points, 3 boards already in this one. Continues on her way. Kayla George, the captain, back onto the floor to replace Akuzo. Takada now. Finds Mauli. Now Miyazawa gets on the move. Tanaka flies past Borlays and right into the bottom of the net. 12 points now for Tanaka. She is a jet. Wilson now looking for an option. Scoops it back to George and then kicks it to Borlays. Driving in. Not the call she wanted.
Great job of dropping that inside shoulder on that drive to the basket, forcing Takada to, there really wasn't much she could do other than foul her.
Isabel Borlays at the line. She's a bronze Olympian. She'd love to be a gold medal Asia Cup winning player in the space of just a couple of years. 2 nice medals to have around your neck.
She averages 9 points per game across the tournament so far.
Tokushki ready to go again, placing Takada. Here is Tanaka. Blaze now has a tough job of guarding her. She is on fire at the moment. Oh, beautiful dish to Tokushki. She's making it all happen.
Well,
at the
you
moment.
pay so much attention to her. Kayla George had to step out to try and show and just help Borlays, and Tokushki rolled so quickly to the basket that never in doubt.
Jump ball call, the arrow is Australia's way. Here's the beautiful dish and the finish. Here's Fowler now for Australia. Finds Wilson. George. Blitzarves. Shot clock down to 3. Blitzarves has to go. Burrows her way through. Didn't have the awareness there. Needed to go all the way. Paul Goris and assistant coach Cheryl Chambers on screen there. So much to discuss. Australia's first turnover of the game. Japan of 6.
So they put the taller Ali Wilson onto Tanaka just so that she can have that little bit of spacing and use her long reach to try and prevent her from shooting as well.
Yeah, they tried Boulay. She comes off for a rest. Now Wilson with the job. Tanaka in a mood right now. Oh, she gets past it with ease.
Well, she's got the foot speed to get past Ali Wilson.
No matter who guards her, everyone's got a problem. Oh, Takashi. Blitzarves manages to get it back. George, can she get her own rebound? Of course, Fowler's there. It gets back up the top to Wilson. They can reset. 3 on the shot clock. George is going to go. She gets fouled. She'll have to earn it at the stripe. Foul there from Mauli.
So they brought Steph Reed back on to try and stem the flow and the foot speed of Tanaka.
14 points in 10 minutes. She's got 3 rebounds and 2 assists as well. Foul on the floor for George. Reed. Gives Tanaka a taste of her own medicine.
Well, last time these two teams met and Reed and Tanaka were matched up against each other, as we see here, Reed had 15 points and 9 assists. Tanaka had 10 points and 5 assists, so the tables have turned slightly in this game, but what a fun battle it is to watch these excellent point guards.
Reed, that was her first points of the game. She has the 3 assists as well. Toto, can she get moving? Or is it straight to Blitzarves? Reed now. Woods. Back to Reed, just secures it. Does she go again, Steph Reed? She does! She buries it!
Well, now she had the slightly taller Toto on her, and she was still able to make the right decision.
Tanaka now so creative with it. This time finds Toto, who finds Tokashi. Tanaka on the move again. Reed wins out. Here's the sweet shot from Steph Reed. Shot clock ticking down. Back-to-back triples for her. A timeout called on the floor. Australia leading this one, 39-26. 6 minutes remaining. Paul Goris wants to talk things over. Just make sure his team is still feeling good in this gold medal game. High-stakes basketball here in Shenzhen. Let's take a listen.
Get it. Hey, push it over the top rather than back cut. C, come get it. Woody, Tom, look at C on the roll on the post up, okay? That, we stay in wide snap, couple of possessions, get to the pick and roll, okay? If you can turn the corner and go, but you're gonna roll hard out of the snap action.
26 wants to go left. So some good assuring words there from Australia coach Paul Goris. Japan come out of their timeout down 26-39 in this gold medal game.
Australia are doing a great job of running Japan off the three-point line. They've only taken 4 shots so far this game. And during the course of the tournament, they averaged 36 three-pointers. So they have they've certainly stayed with the scout there.
Reed, Fowler, Blitzards. Kuzo backing down. Ball short. Kushki with the length there. Wins out. Kawhi on. Replaces Tanaka. So chance for the Australians to get a bit of rest, and Tanaka herself deserves a rest for sure. Travel call. Kawhi caught in 2 minds. Good stop here for the Opals. What can Reed do with it now? He's just come off back-to-back threes. Wonder if she'll fancy her chances again. Kicks it out to Fowler this time from the corner. Gets her own rebound because of course she does. Akuzo was fouled.
And as was mentioned, Alex Fowler is a picture-perfect, consistent player in that she's scored, you know, there's some players that have stood out in various games and had less points in other games. She has scored 11 points every single game, has been really efficient in what she brings to the court.
Here's Courtney Woods. Finding a way through. Courtney Woods! There's been a few times this tournament where she's just come up with some really clutch shots.
Well, you always want players to shoot the ball if you're fouled, so you get to the foul line. They don't always go in, but Courtney Woods, what a shot by her.
Great to see Courtney Woods representing Australia in tournament basketball. Converts a three-point play.
Australia really have just stretched this lead out now. Japan's got some work to do to try and reel it back in.
Kawhi finds Mauli. Guarded heavily by Blitzards. Foul was called. Mauli's so creative when she's got the ball in her hand.
Well, she's athletic. She likes to put it to the floor. That instant, she did a spin and a step back. We can see here she spun, step back, shot it, and was fouled in the process.
Stephanie Mauli gets her 4th point of the game. Averages 8.6 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 1.2 assists in the 2025 Asia Cup. Had the 7 points last night against China, that big win over China, to get them to the gold medal game. It was a 9-point win in front of a packed house. Reed, she heard the go from Corey Gaines, and she wins.
She wasn't going to wait till they changed their defense from zone to one-on-one. She just decided to take it all the way herself in a burst of speed.
Here's Miyazawa open, knocks it down. You never leave her open.
That's a nice shot. That's their 3rd made three-point basket for the game so far, and they're going to need a few more of those if they're going to want to make a dent in this lead.
Australia leading 44-31 at the moment. 4 minutes remaining in the opening half.
The referees have been really consistent in this call here. When you set a screen, any movement by the hip or the legs, they've been all over that straight away. Very consistent.
Sends Reed to the foul line. Both teams in the bonus with 4 minutes remaining. Reed's really worked herself into this game nicely. All of her points come in this second term.
Well, we talked up the influence Tanaka had to begin with 10 points, and now we see Reed up to 9 points with a chance to tie her on 10 points. And that she does.
Now she gets to come off for a rest. Alex Wilson back out there for Australia. During the foul shot, we saw Kono and Yabu hit the floor for Japan. back on her. Still with Michael White. Trying to find an option. Miyazawa to the corner. Yabu. Oh, money!
Well, that was good patience by Japan. Australia were being really proactive on defense, switching aggressively. Just found a teammate in Yabu in the corner and looked like it.
Over the head pass from Wilson. Gets it from Akuzo.
Great movement off the ball by Alex Fowler.
That was a nice set there by Australia. Oh, Takashi with authority. She's just so experienced. Knows exactly what to do in this situation. Guides it in. One more to come.
Well, Japan really need to come up with some stops to try and get this margin under 10 points in the last 3 minutes of this game.
She's averaged the 5 points per tournament. She's up to 6 in this game, Takashi. So she's rising to the occasion at the right time. Australia leading this quarter just. Woods too hot on the shot. Akuzo couldn't take the rebound. Good hand there from Blitzars and forces the ball back to Akuzo and just rattles out. Everything to go in. Miyazawa open again. Doesn't get the same results. Akuzo strong. Wasn't letting it get away that time. Dumps it into Wilson. Now Woods. Let the shot clock wind down here. Blitzars thought about the 3, dove in for the 2. Takashi there, this time she fouls.
Australia are doing a really good job of keeping their spacing. So they're playing 5-out basketball. Anytime anybody makes a cut, they straight away go back out to the 3-point line. So there's lots of driving lanes, and that's what they're looking for. Sarah Blitzoff saw that there, but really good spacing by the Opals.
Subs on for both teams. George and Bourne for Australia. Kurubayashi, Takada and Tanaka back on the floor for Japan. Crucial 2 minutes to finish the first half here. Sarah Blitzarv's another one who's had a really consistent tournament. Ranks 8th in terms of points with 13.8. Has the 5.8 rebounds too. Double digits in every game. Tanaka. Gets it back from Takada. Wilson tried the defender, but Takada was too good.
Well, just all the experience of Takada. She didn't panic at all, showed a lot of poise.
George takes a better look at the shot and knocks it down. Both teams going toe-to-toe in the gold medal game. Tanaka has been on fire. That time, it rattles out. George, the captain, led Australia to the win over Korea last night. Semi-final. Bourne. Gets it back. Good hustle. Wilson for 3. Falls short. And Tanaka now steps back on George.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Tanaka.
What a performance. 17 points from Tanaka. Woods steps into the shot, loses control of it. Got fouled as she was trying to release it. Lucky break. A sub for Australia, Chloe Bibby into the game for her first minutes. Started the tournament with 2 double-doubles. She's the only player from the 2023 Asia Cup Australia team here today. Of course, they They won bronze at that tournament, playing in the gold medal game, leading at 53-41 at the moment. Now 54. Tanaka with the 17 points. Kuribayashi finds Tanaka again. She's just so quick. Ball this time, get it back. Again, they try to get the long reach in her face, but she just finds a way through every time. Just like last night, putting the team on her back.
And we have to remember she is 19 years old.
She's going to be so special throughout her entire career, you sense. Wilson tried the clever pass over the head. Now it gives Japan an opportunity with 4.4 seconds left. And I think the one question is, the one statement is, get it to Tanaka. Here she is from beyond half court. Not to be. She's had the hot start, but Australia hold their composure to lead this one at halftime, the gold medal game. Australia 54, lead Japan 43. Japan pushed in that quarter. Australia were able to hold their own and fire back with a few shots. Shooting statistics are still absolutely excellent for both teams.
Wow, my goodness, they certainly are. 50% for both teams from the three-point line. We're both from 5 from 10, so very equal in that department. And free throws, which we know are so important if it comes down to a close game. Good margins by both.
19-14, Australia lead the rebounds and assists 12-6. They've only had 2 turnovers for the game, so very good at halftime. Top scorers for each team. Well, we've spoken about Tanaka. She's got 19 points at the half. Tokashiki with 6 and Maoli with 5. For Australia, the other point guard. So it's a great battle between those two. 10 points for Reid and 9 for each of Woods and Fowler. Great battle between those two in the gold medal game. Heap of players standing up in this first half, none more so than Tanaka. For Australia, they hold the 9-point lead, same lead as their quarter time, despite Japan giving them a bit in that quarter.
Well, they did, and I knew that Tanaka wouldn't sit for that long because she's just so influential in this game. But the battle between her and Reid is just something to watch. And I thought Reid came alive in that second quarter. We know she shot a couple of threes. We can see one here, her first one. So she took her scoring light. Here's her second one. So it is a great battle between two very, very astute point guards.
And also as well, the bigs, I thought Tokashiki had some nice moments for Japan, and Akuzo likewise for Australia.
Well, they have, and George came on and scored some steadying baskets. So there's been a lot of different scores from both teams. We can just see that nice pass in there, and Fowler again continues to impress. So there's lots of players. There's a plethora of scoring, but it's really our point guards that are standing out right now.
Take a break, but don't go anywhere. Will it be Australia who wins their first ever FIBA Women's Asia Cup Championship, or will Japan continue their reign in the tournament to win their 7th title?
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday.
This is now. Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive. Not rising, we are arriving. Not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement. Constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot.
Earned. Taken. Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
Forged in sweat,
Ruled by queens.
When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
switches to Woods. Woods driving. Gets the contact with 1 more to come.
Really good team play by Australia.
Down to 2. Over the base, got a Saturday. Wow. George. Maybe you couldn't find her. And you don't want this player to get going. She goes behind the back. She breaks in. Is that a bit of momentum here for Korea?
Well, 4.5 minutes to go. It's now an 11-point game.
Go again, this time finds Panganiban. Spinning on day.
She is fearless out there against the New Zealand team, as she has been all tournament.
Tanaka had a brilliant time last game. Oh, what a start!
Wow, if you're going to start like that, I tell you what, there's good things to come ahead.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own countries, but also in the international basketball world.
Welcome back to Shenzhen, where it's Australia leading Japan by 9 points at halftime of the coveted gold medal game. We're now looking at Japan's top scorer, who is Kokoro Tanaka with 19 points. She has put the team on her back once again after coming off a 27-point semi-final just last night, Laurie.
Well, she has been impressive right from the very first basket that she scored, and Australia have tried many different players on her, somebody that's a bit taller with length, Steph Reeds, who is quick as her, and she is just still finding a way to score, whether it's from the three-point line or whether she winds her way and gets in for a layup. She has just been incredible with her shot selection.
Also facilitating her teammates, she's got 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And like you said, only 19 years old and doing things like that. It's quite impressive, and she's guiding Japan to what they hope would be their 7th Asia Cup gold medal.
Well, her decision making is really good too, whether she pulls up, whether she drives, whether she passes the ball. She's just got such good vision and just plays fearless basketball. She knows what she's capable of doing, and she has come out right from the beginning. And as you say, she has put this team on her back right now.
Well, the top scorer for Australia is Stephanie Reed, her opponent, with the 10 points. She's had a great battle with Tanaka, and throughout this tournament, Reed has been able to stand up for her team in such big occasions.
Well, she has, and it was good to see that the second quarter that she put up some threes of her own and was rewarded with those. We know she's a good three-pointer shooter. She leads in assists overall for the tournament, averaging 8.3. She has 3 in so far in today's game, but she is just really the engine room for the Opals. She controls the tempo, she sets things up. They look to get the ball in her hands if things aren't happening, and she needs to continue in that way this second half.
Second half coming up in the gold medal game of the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup. Australia leading 54-43 at halftime. Japan back out on their floor. They're down by 9 at the moment. And we've spoken about the likes of Tanaka, but they need a few more contributors if they're going to try and put a dent into this deficit.
Well, their next top scorer is Takashiki with 6 points, followed by Buwali with 5 points. It's just not enough. But as I mentioned, Australia are doing a good job of running them off the three-point line. They're 5 from 10 right now, but as I said, they're used to shooting over 30 shots per game from the three-point line. They have to take care of the basketball. They've got 9 turnovers so far, and from that, Australia have scored 12 points. So every time they make a mistake, Australia's taking advantage of that. So Japan need to take care of it. They need to continue to run themselves, because that is what they play with. They play pace, space, three-point shooting, organized chaos, as Coach Corey Gaines calls it, and they will want to get back to that in the second half if they're going to make a mark in this game and reel in the margin, the 11-point margin that Australia have.
I think they can take confidence in the fact that they know they can put points on quickly, and certainly been led by Tanaka in this game, who's put on 19 first half points, but they can score quickly, and it's a long time left in the game still.
Oh, absolutely, and they would have talked about that, and we've seen so many momentum swings in games across this tournament. Games where teams are leading by this margin or more, and the other team, the opposite team, has a chat at halftime and comes down back and reverses it. We know that first time that these two teams played, Australia were down by 9 at the half and reversed it to come out with a strong win. So there's no reason why Japan can't do the same thing and come out this second half and really take this game by storm.
Australia out onto the floor. Reid leading with 10, Akuzo with 5, and Reid also leading assists with 3. Paul Goris all tournament long has said they want to be a defensive-minded, defense-first team, and they've proved that again here today. It's been a good method throughout the tournament.
Oh, that's their trademark, is their defense, the Opals, and as I say, a good strategy to run Japan off the three-point line, make them score in different ways rather than getting their feet in the paint and kicking it back out to a shooter, and they've done an exceptional job of that. They're so aggressive in their switches. You can hear from our commentary position here that you can hear them talking when they're switching, so there's a really good communication, no mix-ups at all whatsoever. Paul Goris is trying different matchups on Tanaka to try and slow her down. He'll have to continue to do that. But the Australian team, as I said at the very beginning, they play such great team basketball. There's lots of contributors on the floor, and they are 20 minutes away from potentially holding up the Asia Cup trophy.
Undefeated so far in the tournament, the Opals haven't won a gold medal here at the Asia Cup. Japan, well, they went on that famous 5-peat. It ended last year, not last year, 2 years ago in 2023 back in Sydney. They love to come out and win their 7th title in total. Australia have tried everything to stop Tanaka. They've tried different players on her, different bodies, and they've got to be prepared for Japan to come out firing in the second half, I believe.
Well, the thing is that we said that Tanaka's got her 19 points and the next highest is Takashiki. So I guess the strategy could also be, well, if Tanaka's going to get that many points, we've got to make sure that nobody else has any influence on the game and has any big points as well. So yes, you know, you're going to have to, she is going to get some points. She'll get more in this second half, no doubt about that, but keep everybody else from being really involved.
Both teams getting ready to get the final addresses from their coaches. Both Corey Gaines and Paul Goris have led their teams brilliantly throughout the tournament. In 2017, when these two teams first faced in a final, it was Japan who defeated Australia by just 1 point. Kelsey Griffin was the top scorer of the game with 30 points. That was over in India. Australia wouldn't like history to repeat itself. Japan would love to win their 2nd title over Australia and get back to the summit.
I'd really like to see Miyazawa get a little bit more involved in the scoring. We know that she's capable of that. Last night versus China, she had 18 points and 9 rebounds. So, you know, she needs the ball in her hands a little bit more, maybe coming off some screens, but she needs to get involved.
Both teams have been waiting to get on the top step of the podium. Japan, 2 years since Their 6th straight title was taken away from them by China. They lost that game by 2 points. That was an excellent standard of basketball in 2023 in Sydney.
It was an amazing game, and just the speed at which it was played at, the intensity, and the closeness of it. The crowd was involved. It was a brilliant game to be involved with.
You can scan the QR code to get the Courtside 1891 app, where you can watch live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date with the world of international basketball. The wait's been 8 years for Australia to try and get their revenge over Japan and win their first ever Asia Cup gold medal. We count down to the commencement of the second half of this gold medal game. Both teams vying to lift the Asia Cup trophy. Welcome back to Shenzhen in China for the second half between Australia and Japan in the gold medal game. Australia 54 leading Japan 43. Can Australia get one step closer to being crowned champions for the first time? Miyazawa wants to fight back.
Well, there we go, Miyazawa. Good screen roll. She forced the switch. She had Steph Reed on her back and was able to finish strongly.
Can her team spoil the party and win their 7th championship? Mauli has the active hands. Whipsav's on the move. Gets it to Reed. Can't hit the tough shot.
Well, that's a good start for Japan. A score and a stop. Bit more aggressive on the defensive end. Mauli getting into the passing lanes, just deflecting that ball, and Blitzhaus had to go and get it, and the shot clock was ticking down.
Just their 3rd turnover for the game, Australia.
Yeah, they've done a great job of taking care of the ball.
Tanaka, could say the same for her, for sure. Here she is, getting space. Getting her own rebound. Can't get the point she desires. Australia breathe a sigh of relief there. Boulaze. Fowler. Lays on the move and goes all the way.
And we saw her do that 3 times in a row against Korea in last night's game. She came out really fired up.
Fouls Hoshi on that occasion. Big thanks for joining us on the coverage. Julia Montesano and Laurie Chiswick with you in commentary for the gold medal game.
Yes, I'm sure there's quite a few Australians that have stayed up late on a Sunday night to watch this game and cheer the Opals on, likewise in Korea.
Hoshi. Oh, good spin move. Can't go all the way. Fowler with the outstretched arms. Intercepted. Reed with the quick step. And has to backtrack. Blitzarves. Fowler. Mismatch. Finds George. Sets her feet. Doesn't drop. Mauli. Tanaka. On 19 points for the game. Hoshi. Miyazawa has had an authoritative start. Reed slaps the ball away. It was called a foul. That's what Yuki Miyazawa can do.
Well, anytime that Tanaka uses a screen initially and Steph Reed forces the switch, they're then taking advantage of whoever she's switched on, rolling inside and getting the ball to her, and that's been a good strategy for them so far.
Interesting now for Australia. Steph Reed gets up to 3 fouls just as the second half has begun. Alex Wilson comes on to replace her.
Miyazawa's got a couple of points since halftime, which is something that we thought she needed to be more involved. Ball in her hands, good to see for Japan.
Wilson. Blitzarves. And now George. Gets it back to Alex Wilson. Boulaze thought about the long range 3. Then goes to work on Hoshi, who slaps it out of her hands. Tanaka. Fowler with the hand up. Miyazawa getting on the move here
do not want to leave Tanaka open anywhere once she gets the ball in the half.
Hits the deck. Desperation from both players. This is exactly what it means.
There's no doubt Japan have upped the ante defensively. They're much more active with their hands, switches. So Australia just really need to settle down, take a deep breath, make sure they're countering the pressure.
Kono back on the court. Replaces Hoshi. Takada. Tanaka. Double teams. They somehow get it through. Takada in the right spot.
It's cut back to 7 points now. Australia need a steadying basket, and that could be it, but Borlase, just a nice give and go pass with Kayla George.
Now Tanaka. Takada. Beautiful drive.
Too easy. Dribble penetration.
Wilson. Borlase. Corner right up and in. Gets it back from George once again. Gets her own rebound. Putback is good too.
Exactly the same play, same idea, same action. Give and go with Kayla George and Borlase. And Muwali, good answer at the other end. Things are heating up right now.
Tempo of the game is lifted. Both teams vie for a gold medal here in China. Blitz serves. Takada pulls it down. Tanaka, what can she do here? Somehow gets the pass to Mauli. It's stolen away from her by Blitzarves. Has Fowler up ahead. Goes up against Takada. Can't win the battle. Gets the putback.
Alex Fowler is so impressive in what she does. The strength, her ability, her basketball IQ.
She's back to that magical 11 points. She scored every game this tournament.
I think she's going to probably surpass that this game.
She'd love to, I'm sure. See the second chance points, Australia leading those 14-6. They're going to turn to their bench and bring on Courtney Woods and Satina Ikuzo. Minami Abu comes on for Japan.
Well, when you look at the efficiency rating, overall Fowler ranks #1 for this tournament. And you can see why. Everything she does has just got such purpose to it.
Foul starting to creep into Australia's game. That was Borlase's 4th, so she takes a seat. Kuzo. She's been strong in her minutes this game. Finds Wilson. Puts the ball to the floor. Gets Ikuzo underneath the rim. No call. Still fighting for it, Ikuzo. She finally gets the call that she desires and she heads to the line. Good persistence.
Well, it started off with Wilson doing the little snake dribble, keeping the defender behind her, just waiting and waiting to make the decision to get it into Ikuzo, and then it was just a battle for Ikuzo inside there, and she finally got fouled and is going to the line.
Tokashiki back out there to replace Takada for Japan. Satina Ikuzo has 8 points and 8 rebounds alongside the 3 assists in this game. Verging on a double-double against Japan once again. Can't make the second one. Kawhi. One way, then the other. Miyazawa gets it back to Kawhi. Kono. Miyazawa. Oh, short. There's that trademark Australian defense. Woods. Backs into the shot. Can't knock it down. 10-point lead for Australia. Hawaii getting on the move. Double teams. Falls back to Kauai. Wants to find someone instead. Finds the Australian defense again. Woods runs away. Akuzo. Fowler wasn't quite expecting it. It didn't matter. She puts it through. Gets past the 11 points for the first time this tournament.
Great push by Australia in transition. 3-on-2 advantage. That's what they want to do at this stage of the game.
Miyazawa. What a quarter she's having.
And we know that she can do it. She was quiet that first half, but she has really stepped up in this third quarter.
What an opportunity for Wilson, the point guard of this team at the moment. Hands it off to Woods. Kauai back with it. Gets some help from Takashki, then drives in herself. Tough make.
Brings the margin back to 8 with that layup from Kauai.
Wilson now for Australia. Kicks it to Woods, who finds Fowler in the corner. Can't knock it down. Miyazawa. Step was too quick from her. Todo and Tanaka are going to come back on here for Japan, replacing Kono and Kauai. So changing the guard mix here.
Fast-paced third quarter, up and down.
And this play demonstrates exactly that. Fowler getting the finish. She heads to the bench for a rest as Izzy Bourne takes her place. 2 minutes 25 remaining in the third. Woods, one way then the other, kicks it back out. Bourne has to find someone. Akuzo, double teams. Australia ball. Got a great crowd in the house today despite a typhoon warning in place here in Shenzhen. Yes. We hope everyone's safe and well, and we thank those who have come out and stuck around from the bronze game to support these two teams as Woods finds an easy way through, and she had more time than she thought. Tanaka to Todo. Miyazawa. Yabu. Woods can't quite collect it. Had to go straight to Takashki because she was always going to make that.
Well, Japan have done a good job of bringing this margin back down to 6 points.
3 straight baskets for them. How do Australia respond now? Hits Akuzo's feet. Gets over the top.
And that's how you respond. Get the ball inside to Akuzo, who's playing with so much confidence and strength.
Up to double-digit points with 11. Takashki slapped out of the way by Woods. What a great game this is turning out to be, as expected. Gold medal game, high stakes.
Both teams putting everything on the line.
Todo. Takashki and now Tanaka. Good dish to Takashki. Just couldn't complete it. Oh, Todo found a way through. They have a chance to go again here. Tanaka with the 19 points. Australia doing everything they can here, and they do end up forcing the turnover. Bourne up ahead.
Good decision just to slow it down. Set something up, get a good shot.
Oh, Wilson loses it. Oh, but last second there by Tanaka. Just never know how quickly she's going to close in on you. Playing with electric energy at the moment, Tanaka.
Japan have done a good job of staying out of foul trouble. They've only got 2, and there's only a matter of 20 seconds left in this game.
And Australia due to finish off the third quarter. Wilson can't go for the long 3. Toto keeps it in.
10
finds
seconds.
Tanaka. This is her bread and butter. Loves this clutch moment. Puts it up from beyond half court. Didn't go that time, but it was damn close.
It was a close one.
And this is a close battle on our hands for the gold medal here in China. At the end of the third quarter, it is Australia leading 67 to Japan 59. See the shooting stats. Still really good for Australia. Japan uncharacteristic from the three-point line. 5 from 15, 33%. They love to get that one up and going in the fourth.
Both teams went from 50% at halftime down to the mid-30s, so and that's just the pressure of the defense out there from both teams.
The third quarter best plays, Japan came out firing as we knew they would. They actually won the quarter 16 points to 13, but Australia still hold the lead in this game. We're set up for a great finish, demonstrated by how fast-paced that third quarter was.
Well, it's a real battle. It was a real defensive game. There was some great passing, some great shooting, but some really good defense as well. And now that we're going to start this fourth quarter, it's about who can hold their nerve. If Japan get any sort of baskets and put that scoreboard pressure back on Australia are going to have to steady. But we know the relentless defense that the Opals can play, and they're going to have to bring that everything out of the bag in this fourth quarter if they want to stand tall and end up with a gold medal.
Australia on their hunt for the first ever Asia Cup women's title. It was heartbreaking against Japan back in 2017, losing by 1. You can scan the QR code to get the courtside 1891 app where you can watch live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date with the world of international basketball. Can Japan mount a comeback to win their 7th title and get back to the Asia Cup summit after going down to China by 2 points 2 years ago in Australia? All to play for, 10 minutes to go. Gold medal and a trophy on the line.
Australia did a good job of keeping Tanaka to no points. That she still has her 19. You can see Steph Reed back on the court. So again, a battle. These two, matching them up has just been a great watch.
Fourth quarter tipping off. Australia 67 lead Japan 59 in the Asia Cup gold medal game here in China. A chance here for Japan to get on the move. Yabu. Again, they can't quite hit their threes tonight. And Reed, she's got the 3 fouls next to her name. Back out there to start things off here for Australia. Australia ball. Great atmosphere in the arena. Great crowd despite the wild weather we've got here in Shenzhen at the moment. Now the hands are back to Reed. Bourne steps into the 3, face the shot clock. That's a big start to the fourth from Izzy Bourne.
Well, and that's on the back of some dribble penetration by Steph Reed, getting her feet in the paint. Nice pass and nice finish by Izzy Bourne.
Here's Tanaka, scoreless in the second half so far. Miyazawa, she's really turned it on. In the face, gets it done.
Miyazawa's up to 12 points now. Could she be the one that turns it all around for Japan?
Reed tries to go all the way. Good defense there from Yabu. Miyazawa stops, props, knocks down back-to-back 3. She's heating up.
She is heating up. If Tanaka can't score, then they've got Miyazawa to do the exact same thing.
Back-to-back 3s threes, brings the margin back to 5. New Japan would come out firing, and they have. Australia misfiring at the moment.
They are. They're feeling that little bit of pressure.
Tanaka gets swatted away. Takada wide open. Third straight three drops. Here comes Japan. 2-point ball game in the gold medal game here at the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup in China. Australia have to call a timeout because Miyazawa is on fire. Back-to-back threes to start the 4th term. Loves that spot. Hits the bottom of the net.
And then followed up by another 3-point shot by Takada. A 9-point quick run forces the timeout.
Paul Goris has got a lot of thinking to do here. They knew Japan would come out. It's a 2-point ball game. What's his plan?
Well, certainly the momentum is all with Japan right now, and the Australian team need to take a breath. They've done really well at getting the ball inside. They need to have quick ball movement. They need to keep player movement. They need to make sure they keep pushing it if they get a turnover. But more importantly, they've done such a good job of running Japan off the 3-point line that they've got to get back to that. 3 threes in a row, they've got to take care of business.
What a final 8 minutes we have in store in this game. Japan on the hunt for their 7th title. They're just so prolific in this tournament. Australia looking for their first. Courtney Woods dumps it into a Kuzo. Tried to find Fowler. Miyazawa knew she was going to do it. Chance for Japan to equal or take the lead here. Takada gets underneath the Kuzo and then cops a foul. What tension, what pressure.
Wow.
All on the line here in Shenzhen.
Captain Kayla George is coming back on the floor. See if she can steady the ship for the Australian team. But they need to get back into their trademark defense. A lot of pressure, get in the passing lanes.
Japan just love these situations. Takada. Oh, scores level!
Again on that switch, they're taking advantage of Steph Reed. Takada, instead of going inside, just thought she'd stop and prop and score.
Here's George. Reed gets taken away. A chance for Japan to lead for the first time in this game. Kawhi. Whoa. Heavy contact there. Reed gets to her feet. Baseline ball for Japan now. There's the desperation. And then the foul. 6 minutes 50. We have a ball game on our hands as we knew we would. Scores level. Takada had an excellent 4th term. Woods cuts off the pass.
Great anticipation by Woods, knowing where that next pass was.
Wilson sets herself. Lands a much needed 3 for Australia.
Good substitution in Alex Wilson.
Ends an 11-0 run from Japan. Puts them back in front. Kawhi now. Miyazawa. She is absolutely on fire.
She is up to 18 points now. Such a crucial second half. Into Chloe Bibby, who hasn't seen a lot of minutes so far this game.
Didn't get on the scoreboard there. Is now the time for Japan to take the lead. Wilson crucial buckets here in a matter of seconds.
Really active hands by Wilson, and that's what the Opals need. Japan just need to show some poise here.
Kawhi. Miyazawa. 18 points in this final. Oh, Takada, beautiful pass from Kawhi. Runaway rebounds. Step back at the shot to go on the third time. Fouled by George.
Well, Takada is using every ounce of her experience out there, her tenacity, her willingness to get the ball, keep going. And she finds herself at the foul line. She's got
5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 12 points so far.
Just when you think it gets easier for Australia, Tanaka back on the floor. Takada misses the first.
Well, certainly this gold medal game has given this crowd something to get excited about.
5 minutes 20 remaining.
Oh, and an offensive rebound by Mahuli.
Unusual for Takada. Japan get another opportunity here. Tanaka, so dangerous with the ball in her hand. Right away on the shot clock.
Really good aggressive switch by Fowler onto Takada, just not giving her an inch to shoot that three-point shot, and a great defensive set for the Australians.
Just waiting for the sub to be made. Wilson off for Reed. Experienced point guard returns to the floor after a nice stint from Wilson. You can see Australia's turnovers are crept up to 8. Feeling the pressure at the moment. And lead cut down to 2. Bibby finds herself free. Finds Woods, who gets Reed back. Getting to work on Tanaka now. Pushing her out of the way. Steph Reed!
This is so fascinating, this matchup between these two extraordinary point guards.
Here they go again. Tanaka this time driving. Can't win out. Fowler couldn't quite keep it in.
Well, Australia have opened up an ever so slight margin in 5 points with 4.5 minutes to go. Timeout called by coach Corey Gaines of Japan.
What a shot from Steph Reed. Got Tanaka out of the way. A crucial 3 for Australia. 4 minutes, 29 seconds remaining. They lead 78-73. Corey Gaines has full confidence in his team. He's had it the whole way throughout the tournament. They've come out firing in this fourth quarter.
Wow, they've been really impressive. From being 8 points down at the start of the fourth quarter to tie this up, and then to now only be down by 5 points again, that's really impressive. And they just started to find their rhythm in shooting, and you can see the score quarter by quarter there. And right now Japan lead this fourth quarter by 3 points. Both coaches will be talking about how they want to play this last 4 minutes. They've both got 2 timeouts left, so I'm sure in this last 4 minutes we're going to have a few timeouts where the coaches can talk at any time either team gets any sort of margin. There's going to be a timeout straight away. We can see Wilson back on the court.
What an opportunity for her. She's missed the group games due to a knee complaint. She comes in for the finals, and she's the point guard right now for Australia. Miyazawa, we can see on screen, she's exploded into this game with 18 points and 8 rebounds. Tanaka, their top scorer, with 19 points. Fowler and Reed for Australia with 13. 4 minutes 29 to play. Let's see if they can execute what Corey Gaines drew up in his timeout. Tanaka. She's only got 2 seconds to shoot. Uses her pace.
Oh, I'm not sure she was aware that the shot clock was ticking down that much.
Can Australia capitalise here?
And it's a good call having Alex Wilson out there just with her length. She has a little bit of extra space she can have on Tanaka, and now she also has the height advantage offensively as well.
Woods now into George, swings it back to Wilson, who's driving hard and gets the finish.
That's exactly what I was talking about. She can use that height, that speed that she's got.
80 plays 73 now. What does Tanaka have left? Corner. Takada. Oh! 2 shots to come.
Tell you what, with the switches that were happening, we'll just have a look at this foul here, this the drive by Tanaka, but Kayla George is doing a good job with the switches. She had to guard a couple of the perimeter players and really tested her foot speed. But now we see Takada at the line here. She missed her last previous 2. No doubt there. 3 minutes 50 is an eternity in a close game of basketball.
What a finish we have coming up. Carter goes 2 from 2 that time. And she'll head to the bench as Tokarski heads on to replace her. 14 points for Takada now. We're saying they need more contributors, Japan, and they've got him. Woods. George managed to keep it from Tokarski's hands. Wilson. Back to George, thinks about the 3, puts the ball to the floor. Woods dumps it into fast.
Well, great team play. I think every single player other than Chloe Bibby touched the ball in that possession. Good, quick ball movement.
Kono happy to hold it and find Tanaka once again. She had the hot start to this game. Can she continue it in the 4th? Gets underneath the defense. Mauli can't knock down the 3. A big rebound by George.
Well, it was a great shot to take. It was the right shot to take. We know Mauli can make those type of shots.
Wilson driving hard. Goes to the line for 2. What a performance Alex Wilson has had in just her 2nd game of the tournament. Stepping up in these clutch minutes for Australia. Sitting on 8 points at the moment. Japan turn to their bench once again. Yabu and Takada come on. Tokarski back on the bench.
Well, I didn't think Takada would sit for very long.
Both had puzzled looks on our faces when we saw her come off. And applause in the stadium for Han Shu watching on. The reigning tournament MVP.
Great hand by Chloe Bibby, just did enough to tap it to her teammates. Give them another 14-second reset.
Wilson steps into the 3. Oh my word, Alex Wilson on fire!
She has changed the whole dynamic of this game, Alex Wilson, from her defense on Tanaka to her shooting prowess on the other end.
Fouls on that occasion, but got Australia out to a 10-point lead with that 3-pointer. Here's the pass again from Kayla George, who's facilitating her teammates excellently this game. Her 4th assist. Wilson's 11th point. Tanaka at the line. Hasn't scored in the 2nd half, had 19 first half points. Gets her first free throw to go.
Well, it's interesting to look at Australia's lineup right now. You've only got 2 of the starters on, and Paul Goris has gone with whoever is playing well at the time, whoever matches up really well, the personnel that he wants on the court. He's doing a great job.
Wilson having a strong 4th term. Gets trapped here by Tanaka. Finds a way through, and now she's found a way to the basket. Heading to the line once again. How strong has she been? Putting all her 3x3 skills on display.
Exactly what I've been thinking, Julia.
She's a 3x3 Olympian. She's won Asia Cups at 3x3 level. She'd love to carry her team to the line here with 2 minutes 19 remaining. such a great season as Perth's point guard in the Australian WNBL. Can't make the second one go, but George took the crucial offensive rebound. Australia can go again here. Wilson. Fowler. George, step back. They couldn't quite complete the offensive rebound that time, and Japan, with 2 minutes left, down 86-77. Fighting for the gold medal. Have to do it all here. Mauli. Miyazawa open, underneath Woods, finds a way through, but not to the bottom of the net. A sigh of relief for Australia. Bibby fouled. They had fouls to give. Sideline ball for Australia. A timeout called on the floor. Minute 41 remaining in this gold medal game. No surprise to see the coaches using timeouts again.
That's right, exactly. And so we know that it's a minute 41 left, and it's Japan are 9 points down, so they need some three-point shots. And Australia know that, so they are making sure that if they give them a layup, well, not that they want to, but that they want to take away all their three-point shots. Japan either need to get some quick twos, drives to the basket, hopeful for foul, because Australia is in the bonus right now, so every time they foul, they send Japan to the line, or they just need to look at their trademark three-point shooting. But either way, anything can happen still in a minute 40, but Australia certainly is in the driver's seat.
Japan shooting at 43% from three-point range. You know just how well they can do from beyond the arc. They've got it all to fight for here as they try to win the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup Championship. The five-peat ended in 2023 on Australian soil. And Alex Wilson, we've spoken about her. What a step up she's had in this fourth term with 12 points for the game now.
Well, this is the first time we've seen her and Steph Reed on the court at the same time. So either of them can run the point. Either of them can guard Tanaka.
Fowler, George and Woods round out the Australian players out there. Mauli, Takada, Yabu, Tanaka and Miyazawa out there for Japan. Big finish coming up in this gold medal game. Will Australia win their first title or Japan win their seventh? They get away with one there, a steal. Mauli, can she go all the way? She gets fouled. Free throws to come.
And that's exactly what Japan need to do. Get a quick two there. She finds herself at the line. It only took 12 seconds off the shot clock there. That's, if she makes the 2 points here, that'll bring that margin back to 7 points.
Stephanie Mauli at the line. 7 points and 3 rebounds for tonight. Wilson's fourth foul. To the boos of the crowd. She can't make the first. We always say free throws crucial, especially in the dying stages of the game. Corey Gaines can only watch on. Second one short as well. She gets a third opportunity.
Well, she did. Fowler just stepped in a little bit early. She knew it as soon as she did, and when that miss happens, they get to reshoot the ball.
Tension building in the arena. This time Mauli converts. 86 plays 78, a minute and a half remaining in this gold medal game. Steph Reed powering up the floor for Australia. Fowler gets it back to Reed, goes in, board, it just rattles out. George with the long arms gets the rebound. Second chance opportunity for Australia. They have time on their side. They're going to try and use all the shot clock. Reed finds herself open, can't knock down the three. Can't get the rebound either.
Now the clock is under a minute to go. 8-point ball game.
Japan need that three you were talking about, Laurie. Let's see what they can do here. Tanaka's been in brilliant form all game. Has George to contend with at the moment. Tries to get around her. George played excellent defense, but then fouled. Another chance for Japan. "45 seconds left in the game."
That's
Foul
5.
was on Reed, so 5 fouls,
Yep.
like you mentioned. Sorry, Laurie.
5 fouls, so she's out of the game at the moment. Paul Gorse is looking at the situation to see who Japan has on the court, who he has on the court, who he wants to replace Steph Reed with. He knows that Alex Wilson can handle the point. She's been doing a brilliant job of that when she's been on the court. So you look at the lineup that Australia have on right now, they can switch everything. They can make sure that Japan don't get any three-point shots away. And certainly Japan will want to get these shots, then get up and in, and try and force a turnover.
Who makes the first? Gets herself up to 4 points. 86-79 now. Misses the second. Australia hold on to the rebound through Woods. Finds Wilson. Fouled by Tanaka. They've got some to give. Or one to give. 4th team foul. 38.9 seconds now. Can Australia get a basket here?
Paul Gorse still has 2 timeouts up his sleeve if he needs it.
And there it is.
There he goes
on the floor.
Well, the advantage of this timeout, obviously he can choose to advance the ball. He can talk to his players, set something up exactly what he wants run in this next 24 seconds. Well, it'll be down to 14 seconds if they advance it. But really, shot clock management is crucial for the Opals right now.
86-79, 38.9 seconds remaining in this gold medal game. Can Australia hold on to win their first ever Asia Cup title? Can Japan steal it at the death? They haven't led all game. Can they win their 7th title? Australia points in the paint, 40 points from turnovers, 26. They've been able to capitalize on many occasions this game. They're fighting hard right now to try and win their first breakthrough Asia Cup gold medal.
Well, they don't want to get excited left yet.
Absolutely.
38 seconds seems like a long ways to play, but it really, the destiny's in their own hands now.
Fans watch on in the stands. Japan fans nervous.
Well, he's chosen not to advance it so that he gives himself a good 24-second on the shot clock.
There's the time management you're talking about. Woods back to Wilson. Couldn't find a way in the front court. And then a heavy foul there. Tanaka, sorry. In the bonus. Free throws to come. 31.4 seconds remaining. Kayla George has gone out to get the floor one herself. Just make sure everything's all good and all in order. Just remaining 30 seconds. Corey Gaines watching on with anticipation. Paul Gorse, he can only watch on.
He's done a great job all tournament. Associate head coach filling in for head coach Sandy Brondella, who no doubt is watching closely in New York right now, but Paul Gorse and his coaching staff have done an exceptional job. They've been undefeated so far this tournament and are on the edge of getting a gold medal.
First one goes down for Wilson. Continues to guide Australia in this game. 87-79. 88-79. No timeout. What could Japan do here? Tanaka has been instrumental throughout the game and the tournament. Yabu as she possibly can, and then they get the hands involved. 11.9 seconds remaining. Australia can taste it. How big has Alex Wilson been in this game?
She has been massive, and we haven't seen a lot of her all tournament. As you said, she played her first game last night against Korea, and hasn't she shone in this game?
It should take you a while to warm up, but not for her. The bench, they start to begin the celebrations. Can't make any of the free throws. Wilson though gets the steal, can't keep it in. Clock ticks down to 8.4. She sprints to the bench. Great performance. Abby Ellis comes on, as does Mila Sowa. Great for these young players to get some minutes in clutch time and experience what's set to be a winning feeling here in China. Tanaka, can she get a consolation basket? She can't. Rebound secured! Australia win their first ever Asia Cup championship! They've had to wait 8 years for a rematch against Japan where they went down by 1 point in the 2017 final, but here today, they reign supreme against one of the most successful teams in Asia Cup history. The final score here in Shenzhen, Australia 88, defeating Japan 79.
Well, they have realized their dream. They have reached the goal that they set at the beginning of this tournament, that they were going to come in here and their aim was to finish on top, to get to the gold medal game and then to win it, and that is exactly what they have done. And aren't they excited and proud of what they have just achieved?
Australia have finished on the podium in every Asia Cup they've been in. They joined the region in 2017. They immediately finished silver, a 1 point loss to Japan in the 2017 final. 3 bronze medals followed, including one in 2023 on their home turf. But here, today in China, they get to stand at the top of the Asia Cup podium for the very first time, and they are delighted. They also booked their ticket directly to the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup in Berlin. They don't have to play in the qualifying tournaments. Wilson was huge, hugging her captain on the screen. Commiseration to Japan. They finished second in this tournament. What a gallant effort. The big win against China last night to end up here in the gold medal game. Their 9th silver medal. They're such a successful team. And Paul Goris deserves all the credits. He's had a fantastic tournament as coach in Sandy Brondello's absence. And his team is celebrating right now.
Well, and so they should. It's a great moment for them. It's history making for the Opals, for the Australian team to finally secure that much wanted and needed Asia Cup gold medal.
Top scorers for each team: Fowler with the 15, Wilson 14, Reed with 13. Japan, Tanaka had the 21 points, Miyazawa with 18, and Takada with 14 points. Great to see so many contributors from both teams. They certainly put it all out there on the line today, as we knew they would. A gold medal game. Australia walk away with the silverware. They'll have a bit of extra stuff in their luggage for sure. A reminder of the shooting stats once again.
Well, you can look at the end of it. It was actually really equal, as was indicative of the last little bit of that game when Japan tied it up, but Australia stayed steady and went ahead to get the win.
A massive win for the Opals, second ranked in the world at the moment. They had an excellent Olympics campaign, finishing bronze there. They build on it here in the Asia Cup. And we spoke about Wilson in that 4th term, was absolutely massive with the 14 points.
Well, it wasn't only her 14 points, it was her defense on Tanaka, just her height and her length, that she was able to slow her down. But I thought the Australian team overall defensively really took, other than for a little patch, really took Japan out of their comfort zone. But they were just on point with their shooting and their defense.
4th quarter best plays. Australia withheld the Japan comeback. They leveled the scores in the 4th term. They outscored them just 21 points to 20. They showed great fight and spirit. You could tell they just really wanted it.
Well, I think it's a matter of both teams wanted it. I think Australia had been so close for so long. They just had that extra bit of incentive. We know Japan had that massive win against China last night, which would have taken a lot out of them. But full credit, they fought out till the absolute end in the whole game.
And you look at their overall tournament, they got off to a bit of a shaky start. Just beat Lebanon by 4, just beat the Philippines by 3. They started getting some wins and some confidence under their belt. And then last night, you're right, it felt like that was their final.
Well, we sort of questioned at the beginning there, you know, was this a Japan that we know and see? Because they didn't look like they had played that well together. But we knew that they would get better because they were under a new coach, a lot of new faces out there. The youngster in number 19, Tanaka, who's been so impressive this tournament, but they just kept building and they got through unscathed, and then they built for this final.
Well, stay tuned. The medal ceremony coming up. If you're in Australia, you won't want to miss this. Getting the stage prepared for the champions of the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup. Australia winning it for the first time, booking their ticket to the World Cup in Berlin.
Yeah, you sort of forget about this when you talk about the gold medal, but that's a really important factor that they don't have to worry now. They still will participate in the pre-qualifying tournaments, but they have automatic selection into the next World Cup, and so they will want to continue to build on first their Olympic success, now their Asia Cup success.
Australia have got some new fans in the arena. Obviously, they had the heartbreak of China, that is, had the heartbreak of losing to Japan last night. Their fans have switched allegiances to the green and gold just for the 2 hours here. And they'll stick around to see the team get their gold medals. Of course, earlier on in the day, China, congratulations to them, finishing bronze with a win over Korea. Japan silver and Australia gold.
And what a great tournament it's been this past week in Shenzhen. There's been many, many highlights, lots of momentum swings, point scoring, outstanding efforts from individuals and teams. It's been a pleasure to watch this standard of basketball.
Yeah, it continues to rise in Asia, and I think winning a championship like this can only do wonders for the sport, especially speaking from an Australian point of view. You can see the rates of participation starting to go up. There's kids at home watching their heroes win a title overseas and bring home some silverware. It's inspirational.
Well, we know that Australia, they're missing some players, some key players for this, but the players that were here, excellent. But it just shows the depth of the program in Australia.
We know the under-19 program as well, also showing their strength, Laurie.
Yes, they're currently participating in the FIBA Under-19 Women's Basketball World Cup, and they'll be playing off for gold tonight as well against the USA. So a good demonstration of depth. But the other thing, Julia, that's been really important and really great to see is the emergence of so many youthful players and sort of the future of basketball in the Asia region.
We now welcome our medal presenters to the ceremony. FIBA Secretary General, Mr. Andreas Zaklis. Great to see him in attendance. He's always such a great supporter of women's basketball and obviously basketball overall. See Amanda Jenkins and David Reed there from FIBA Oceania. A proud moment for them in the Oceania region. Not always easy for basketball in that region. New Zealand, the team in the Oceania, the other team in the Oceania Division 8 part of the world, finishing 5th in the tournament. You can see the champions' letters getting ready for Australian players to stand in front of it. TCL Player of the Game getting ready to be presented by Mr. Lee Dongsheng, the founder and chairman of TCL. Congratulations to him for getting the call up for such a great presentation.
Yes.
documentaries getting rolled out in front of us at the moment. So great to see such high-profile people in attendance and supporting women in sport. You can see the two ambassadors on the right-hand side, Mia Lige and Yuku Oga.
And they've been here all week. A lot of the games they've been supporting. The fans have loved them when they've been around in the stadium.
And an update for you in case you're wondering for Division B. Congratulations to Chinese Taipei getting the win over Iran in the final to return to Division A, 74-55 win. And the TCL player of the game is Alex Fowler from Australia. Well deserved. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Presented her trophy by Mr. Andreas Zaklis, FIBA Secretary General, and Mr. Li Dongsheng, the founder and chairman of TCL. She led the way to her team's 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup Championship in her first major tournament with Australia.
Isn't it great to see her out there? And we talked about the consistency that she's had all tournament. She's got a big smile on her face, and so she should. She was just a solid contributor at both ends of the court. She had her 15 points today, which exceeded her 11 that she's had in every other game in the tournament. So well done to Alex Fowler.
Up next, we're going to unveil Tissot All-Star 5. We're excited to see who will make. There are so many names to choose from in this tournament, Laurie. So many strong performers. And the Tissot All-Star 5 will be presented by Yuku Oga and Mia Lige, alongside Mr. Hagop Kajurian, FIBA Executive Director, Asia Secretary General. Eagerly await to see who will come out to the stage. The Tissot All-Star 5.
Hard decision to make because there was so many standout players.
Expect both Australian and Japan players to feature. Gold and silver medalists here. So many standout performers over the tournament. Even from the lower ranked teams, it's fantastic. Getting ready and set for the All-Star 5.
This is always a wonderful announcement to be named in the All-Star 5, and we can see the ambassadors coming forward to join in this occasion.
Yuku Oga, former WNBA Phoenix player, the current head coach of the Toyota Antelopes in Women's Japanese Basketball League, a 5-time Asia Cup medalist. Mia Lige, a FIBA Hall of Famer, a 3-time Olympian, 3-time World Cup medalist, and 3-time Asian Games gold medalist as well. What an honor to be presenting the All-Star 5, and the first player out is Steph Reed from Australia, the first member of the team. Before today, she averaged 10.8 points and 8.3 assists, ranking first in the league. She finishes the tournament tonight with 13 points and 4 dimes, a well-deserved first member of the team.
Absolutely, she was really the engine of the Australian team. She got the team going.
Second player out in the team is Kokoro Tanaka from Japan. What a magnificent finish to the tournament she's had in particular. Before today, she averaged 13.6 points, 1.8 rebounds, and 4.8 assists. Coming off 27 points against China last night, she stood up to the plate again with 21 points again today at just 19 years old, Laurie.
Well, it's such a battle these two guards had in today's game. It was really fun to watch them. I'm sure they have the utmost respect for each other, and it's great to see that they are both in the All-Star 5.
So the next player out for the All-Star 5, congratulations to Park Ji-han from Korea. The team didn't get to play for the gold medal, but she had an outstanding tournament for Korea. Just led the way in points and rebounds and assists. stood up when it matters and made clutch baskets.
Absolutely. I was really impressed with her endeavor. She was undersized a lot of the time, but she just kept going. She worked so hard, high work rate. Really good finisher inside, good shooter. Well deserved to be in this All-Star 5.
Alex Fowler from Australia is the 4th player out, and in her tournament debut for the Opal, she averaged before today 11 points, 7.5 rebounds and 4.3 assists, ranked in the top 10 for both rebounds and assists, was first in efficiency tonight, 15 points, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. She adds to her TCL Player of the Game trophy, so a bit of extra luggage for her on the way back home.
Really great to see Alex Fowler there. She was so effective in everything she did. She had a high work rate, and it's really great to see her joining Steph Reed and the others on the All-Star 5.
And the big cheer in the arena you're hearing is the well-deserved person rounding out the Tissot All-Star 5, Han Xu from China, her 2nd straight Tissot All-Star 5 selection. She was the MVP of the tournament in 2023. What a standout for China. She is going to be a legend by the time she retires from this game for sure.
Well, she played less minutes today because she had a good counterpart, but every time she was on the floor, she influenced it. She's matured, she's a great player, and don't the crowd just love her?
So that is the Tissot All-Star 5. Congratulations to Stephanie Reed from Australia, Kokoro Tanaka from Japan, Park Ji-han from Korea, Alex Fowler from Australia, and Han Xu from China.
Wouldn't you like to have that team all together on the court?
Oh, absolutely. All-Star Weekend in the WNBA. Let's get these players involved as well. All 5 well-deserved. Get a trophy for their efforts. Fowler and Reed in particular were massive for Australia. Fowler also winning the TCL Player of the Game award. Up next, we're going to find out the Tissot MVP of the tournament again. So many players you could choose from for it. And we're going to now find out who gets it. Mr. Andreas Zaklis to present it, the FIBA Secretary General. Great to see the crowd sticking around in anticipation, finding out who the Tissot MVP will be. And Alex Fowler is crowned the Tissot MVP for the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup. A 3rd trophy for her in the matter of minutes. An unbelievable tournament. We spoke about her consistency on a number of times. 11 points in each of her games to date, 15 points, ranks 1st in efficiency, was in the top 10 for rebounds, assists and points as well. What an excellent tournament she's had for Australia.
Well, you can't go past her when you talk about efficiency, points, scores, rebounds, and assists. She just did all the hard work. She did the little things out there. And isn't it great to see her smile? And as you say, she's got some significant hardware to take home.
Yeah, I hope she's got room in her luggage for all those trophies. A nice Tissot watch as well. Beautiful work from Alex Fowler. A big congratulations to her winning the Tissot MVP of the tournament from Australia.
And you could just see in the corner of your picture the beautiful cup that will be presented to the gold medal team in Australia. The first time that this cup has been involved with the Asia Cup.
First, we have to congratulate the silver medalists, Japan. They win their 9th silver medal. It was an excellent effort for them. Back-to-back silver medals for them, in fact, after going down to China by just 2 points in 2023. It would be heartbreaking to finish 2nd again, but for them to even reach the final again is an achievement in itself. Teams just go after them tournament after tournament. They are the hunted, and they keep rising to the top.
Well, I think you'd have to say that upset win last night was just amazing for them. Everybody predicted that probably China would be in this gold medal game. So for Japan to come out and upset them the way they did was a phenomenal effort on their part.
So the silver medals to be presented by Amanda Jenkins from FIBA Oceania. We now now welcome Team Japan out onto the floor for their silver medals. 9th ranked in the world at the moment. And they're led out, of course, as always, by team captain Maki Takada. 4-time Asia Cup gold medalist, now a 2-time silver medalist, her 7th Asia Cup across 3 decades if you count it. What an inspirational leader she is.
Absolutely. She'd be disappointed they didn't go one step further, but she has been such a leader for this team through so many years. She got this team into the gold medal game, averaging 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and she is a great player.
Noeka Kodo showed incredible poise throughout the tournament. Mauli, she's done it all. Silver in 2023, another one to come here, her 3rd Asia Cup, a 2-time Olympian as well. Mai Kawai, the general, a reliable point guard, was a great backup for Kokoro Tanaka. Japan had just 4 players come back from their 2023 Asia Cup. And Tokoshiki, what a fantastic privilege we have to see her. The 34-year-old missed the 2021-2023 Olympics tournaments mainly due to injury.
We were really excited when we saw her on the roster and that she came back to play. As you said, it's a pleasure to watch her and have her on this roster.
Oh, Kokoro Tanaka, straight off making her first All-Star 5. The 19-year-old point guard has burst onto the scene and has showed she can stand up in big games, coming off 27 points last night, 21 points again here today.
Well, she was just one of the few stars that we saw, the youngsters that are emerging. What a great effort from her to be in the All-Star 5 and to lead this Japan team to a silver medal.
Yuki Miyazawa making her way onto the stage. She had 18 points to go along with 9 rebounds. An excellent stalwart of the team. She's so consistent and experienced. She plays a massive role for this team.
Well, she did, especially the second half in this game. She really came to light. She was a bit quiet the first half, but she was really instrumental in a lot of games and coming up with the W's.
Noeka Toto, an Olympian and now a 2025 Asia Cup silver medalist. She provides great spark off the bench for Japan, and you feel like you could say that for so many players. They rotated their bench so well throughout the tournament, so many contributors all over the floor.
Well, that's right. Corey Gaines chose to play his players fairly evenly, and every time anybody stepped on the court, they contributed. So it's a real team effort by Japan. It's good to see them all up there. We see the final player, Okoye, getting her medal.
Part of the 2023 silver campaign. She has another medal around her neck. And Corey Gaines, he's been with the program since 2009. He coaches both the men's and women's Japan teams, has lifted a WNBA championship trophy, not to be here today, but a silver medal. He coached the team brilliantly. And the 9th ranked Japan will stand and smile for photos. The 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup silver medalists. There's David Reed from FIBA Oceania, the president and the FIBA Central Board member. Getting ready to take his place as Japan take their place for a photo. The runner-up of the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup. They bring their support staff onto the floor. Not the medal they came to win, but another big achievement for them. Of course, remember that historic 5-peat they went on. Confirming the runners-up for the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup, Japan. Congratulations to Corey Gaines, Maki Takada and their team. They thank the crowd.
They're a class act, Japan. Whenever they step on the court, whatever, whoever's coaching them, they've just got a lot of pride and a lot of class about them.
Well, it's the moment Australia has been waiting for. The 2020, they get to be crowned the 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup champions, the gold medalists. Their first ever FIBA Women's Asia Cup championship. They're ranked 2nd in the world and have qualified directly to the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup in Berlin and get revenge on Japan for their 1-point loss in the 2017 final. The gold medals are presented by Mr. Hagop Kajirian, FIBA Executive Director of Asia and Secretary Director of FIBA Asia. Walking on the stage now to get ready to present the medals. There he is, Mr. Kajurian. We're now going to start welcoming the Australian players out on the floor, led by their captain, Kayla George. She's been part of the national program for the past 17 years. If you saw the video on the Australian Opal's Instagram, you would have probably had tears in your eyes. She fought back tears when it was announced she was going to captain the team. She's won World Cup, Olympic medals, a WNBA championship, an Australian WNBL title, and was a league MVP there. She has done it all for her country.
Well, and now she gets to lead this team and to the gold medal. She played a crucial role in the last time they played each other, 20 points. She's just had an outstanding tournament, Kayla George.
They're going to get a lot of content out of her here. She's mic'd up. She's always a great personality. Milasowa, what a great role she played. She came out with a vengeance in the first game, top scored with 19 points, and now has a gold medal around her neck.
She's one of the debutantes for this Australian senior team.
FIBA competition debut also for Courtney Woods and Abby Ellis, Townsville Fire teammates back in Australia. They get to stand on the podium as gold medalists together. Milasowa will join them in that Townsville team, so that will be exciting for them. Steph Reed, what a story this is. She was selected for 2023. She tweaked her calf 2 weeks before the tournament, but was so determined to be there. She paid her own way to support her teammates in Sydney. She stayed in budget accommodation, and she's come off a great season in Sopron to win gold and a spot in the All-Star 5.
Well, she just led throughout this whole tournament, whether it was assisting, whether it's scoring herself, and we see Izzy Borlace has stepped onto the stage, hugs for everybody. Australia played a real team game. We can see Akuzo.
She's been feeling it all game. And Alex Fowler, another piece of silverware for her, the TCL player of the game, a spot in the All-Star 5, the TISO MVP, and now a gold medalist. Izzy Bourne, a FIBA competition debut for her as well. And Alex Wilson, what a big fourth quarter she had in this game, stepping up.
And that's exactly what she did. She stepped up big time to really secure this win for Australia.
And now a 3x3 and 5-on-5 Asia Cup medalist Alex Wilson, Chloe Bibby rounding out the gold medal winners in terms of players. And Paul Goris gets to put a medal around his neck as the coach. You know him very well, Laurie, a great moment for him.
Well, it certainly is. He's worked hard for this. He's been involved with the Opals for many years, and really happy for him and the team that they got this gold medal.
The fun's about to begin for them out on stage. They're about to get their trophy from Dr. K. Govindaraj, the FIBA Asia president. But for now, they celebrate their gold medals with a couple of photos alongside their coach, Paul Goris. And the trophy about to be coming out here, dedicated trophy. It was unveiled 60 days out from the tournament and will be a permanent feature of the FIBA Women's Asia Cup from today and moving forward. And it'll be a sweet feeling once Australia get it in their hands and hoist it in the air.
They're just waiting to bring the rest of the staff on. We know how important everybody is, whether it's the other assistant coaches, the strength and conditioning, the physios, the masseuse, the doctor, the managers. It's always just a great support crew. We can see Tess Madgen, who is the most recent captain.
Oh, she would have loved to have been playing out there, recently retired, but what a pleasure for Australia it is to have her on their coaching panel. The heart and soul of this team for so many years. I think she continues to be, even on the bench, a much-loved figure in Australian basketball. They scoot over to fit absolutely everyone on stage, and they prepare to sing the national anthem. to Australia, a loud and proud national anthem sung there. And here comes the trophy, and here comes the captain, Kayla George, to lift it. What a moment this would be for Australia. Their first ever FIBA Women's Asia Cup trophy. They get to hoist it in the air here after they get it presented. Presenting your 2025 FIBA Women's Asia Cup champions, the second-ranked team in the world. One way, then the other, just for good measure, it's Australia winning the first ever FIBA Women's Asia Cup championship trophy. Gold medalists for the first time. What a moment for the green and gold. They soak it all up here in China. Such a proud moment. All the Australians back home. I'm sure they're watching on proudly at the moment.
What a great moment for this team, for Australia.
They absolutely deserved it. A 9-point win over Japan in the gold medal game. Japan finished in silver. And then in bronze, it was China. We've had a bit of a mishap there on the podium, but back up we get. These are great scenes. 2017, they entered the region. They finished on the podium every single time, but today they get to lift that trophy, which is in Zatina Akuzo's hands. Everybody wants to jump in for a photo here. David Reed, the FIBA Oceania president, getting involved there. An excellent moment for the green and gold. They get to go to the World Cup as well. And they're going to be celebrating on the flight home, the long flight home. I'm sure they won't mind one bit. An absolutely great moment for the green and gold. The new look team, that they've won their first ever FIBA Women's Asia Cup trophy.
And they really continue on from the Olympics where they secured the bronze medal. Now they've got gold at the Asia Cup. They'll be certainly looking towards now the 2026 Women's World Cup in Germany next year.
We thank you for your company tonight and throughout the whole tournament. A big thanks to our team behind the scenes for guiding us through. Congratulations to Australia, the gold medalists, and all of the teams for their efforts throughout the tournament. We hope everyone gets home safely. We'll see you in 2026 for the World Cup, a bit earlier on in March for the qualifiers, and then 2027, the next Asia Cup in the Philippines. That ends a truly magnificent tournament here in Shenzhen, China. Thanks to everyone in China for hosting us and all of the teams. It has been brilliant. Julia Montesano and Laurie Chiswick signing off.